Hello everyone, and welcome to Shadows of Doubt. It's a cold January day outside, and I thought, well, what a better way to relax and sit back and try to do some detective work. So, if you're unfamiliar with this game, basically what we have to go and do is pick up certain jobs that a detective would do, like tracking down somebody, public humiliation, solving a murder, and we go and complete those along this procedurally generated city, talking to all these different people, learning about their lives and jobs, and trying to figure out what they're doing in their criminal pastimes and putting an end to it. So, um, if you are new here to Shadows of Doubt or this channel, sit back, relax, and let me take you on a ride as we do some detective work. We've made our way over to the hotel in the corner of the city where somebody has put up a job listing on this board. Wanted, discreet individual, photography skills required, reward of 850 credits. Call this number here. We're going to accept that, see what it's about. It seems like a job that isn't too difficult. So, call 806-2981. Hear about the job? Meet me at Ham Shack Eagle Burger Zone. I'll be sitting with a cola. Alright, let's go see if we can meet him. Ask about Fry. Make it sharp. Won't be here for much longer. Let's go see if we can meet him. Well, ladies and gentlemen, we have a serious issue. I just spoke to the man right here, Fry. And as you can see, a new missing person case just popped up. We have a kidnapping. So, I'm very sorry, sir. Your photograph case is gonna have to wait. We need to handle this new kidnapping. This person here looks like they were kidnapping. Examine the ransom note found at 1401 Joner View. Collect a case resolution form from City Hall. I have never done a kidnapping case yet. This is something new that Shadows of Doubt added just recently. So I am so excited to see what this is going to entail. I guess first of all, we have two options. We head to 1401 Joiner View, or we go to City Hall, look into a government registry, figure out who this person was who was kidnapped. Probably they live here, I would assume, but maybe find out a little bit more about them, and then head to examine the ransom note. And I think that's what I'm going to do. Let's head to City Hall first, look into government registry, figure out what we can about the person who's been kidnapped, and then we'll go to their house and examine the ransom note. Okay, so right here is our case resolution form. We'll go ahead and grab that so we can fill it out later. And in here is a government registry, and we are going to look in their government database. And what was this person's name again who has been kidnapped? Do Yun. Let's see what information we have about them. So, male, brown eyes, height 172, and yes, their address is 104 Joiner View. They are a supervisor. Okay, well, let's see if we can head over to their home and look at this ransom note, see if there's signs of a struggle or something, see if there's any evidence left behind at the scene that might help us track down this kidnapper. It looks like it's right over here. It's the 14th floor, though, and that concerns me a little because that's pretty high up. Is this going to be an area that I'm allowed in? So with this kind of dystopian setting that we are in, there are certain zones in some of the buildings that the lower class is just simply not allowed in. And since I'm just a bit of a beginner detective, I'm not sure, yeah, if I'll have access to them. These floors are for the echelons of society. So, if there's police around here, I'm gonna have to dodge them to even take a look around. But luckily, I don't see any police around. This is his door. We'll knock on it, see if anybody's home. Maybe he lived with a partner? No? Well, in that case, I don't see any security cameras around. A detective sometimes has to, you know, break a few laws in order to figure some crimes out, so we can lockpick this door handle, sneak in, see if there's any evidence at the scene of at the crime. He does have a security system that we need to watch out for. This is a rich dude, if he's in the echelon zone, so I guess no surprise there. Don't want to run into one of those, or I assume the police will be called. So where is that ransom note? where is any evidence for this? These greatly concern me. I don't know how I'm going to get through here without getting hit by one of these. I have to be very careful. And if not, we're going to have to get out of here really fast. So it sweeps back around this way. And then it sweeps back around. Do we have a chance to just dart right underneath it, hopefully? Oh no. Oh no. Not even close. Not even close. Never doubt in my mind. Okay, we know we're safer right here. Maybe I can get over to the bedroom or something. I'm not seeing any evidence yet. Maybe the ransom note is just left on the counter somewhere. There's also some weird posters up, buddy. I don't really know what you got up here. We're gonna sneak over here and open this door. This is not the bedroom. This is the bathroom. Well, is there any evidence in the bathroom? Unfortunately, I don't think so. We will try to dodge this laser again when it comes back around and maybe make our way over to the bedroom if we can. Fuck. Well, we're a security threat. We have triggered the alarm. Where is the ransom note? That's what I just need to figure out really quick before the police come knocking and I have to really dodge through here. Is there anything here? There are some files. Anything useful, just as tenancy agreements, just bank statements, certificates of birth, stuff like that. Is there anything in his drawers? Is there anything that would tip off a business card? He's an enforcer? A note to remember your passcode. Okay, that's pretty important, probably. We could access his computer. Where is that ransom note? A book? A shopping list? Aha! The ransom note was left on the kitchen counter. How much is Do-Yun worth to you? 5,000 crowns? Drop the money at Tanner Heights in the basement within the next 6 hours. Then call this number, and I'll think about letting this one live. We can't solve this in 6 hours. Oh my goodness. Okay. Rescue him by 3:45 p.m. Optional, place a briefcase with the crown. Well, we don't have that kind of money. Wow. How do we figure this out? This is going to be tough. This is going to be very tough. Okay, we need a plan. First things first, let's access Do-Yun's computer, see if maybe there's any hint on who might have it out for him. Surely this is not just some random kidnapping. The kidnapper would need to have some information on their victim, some connection, I would assume. So let's access Do-Yun's computer. We have his code that we found right here in his bedroom. Access his computer, see if there's any emails or anything that might link him to some sort of enemy, some sort of kidnapper. Okay, the alarm is active again. We're just gonna have to take that on the chin. What was the passcode? 8856. What do you have on your computer? You have your profile. Okay, you have your emails. What do we have here? You have a match. Not exactly what we're after. Hello. Did you come by the apartment earlier? Thought someone knocked when I went to the door. No one was there. Third time this week. Okay, that is proof that something is up in the apartment. That is interesting. Nope, it wasn't me, friend. You should have left the search. It makes you jumpy. His friend responded to it. That is interesting. We're going to connect these two, because these are kind of hand-in-hand, a response from one email to another. That's interesting. Elise Blaze is some sort of connection, though, that we might have to look into. But I don't think that is top priority. What is the top priority, though? Do we have any sort of lead that we can go off at all? This person's ransom note is in some sort of handwriting. We can track down somebody with similar handwriting, but that's not enough to get somebody on. Is there anybody... Can we perhaps assume they live in Tanner Heights? Is it just random? We know perhaps that they have this number. Can we call the number, kind of set up a trap to arrest the kidnapper and wait at The basement? I don't know. I've never handled a kidnapping case like this before. Wow, this is tough. This is really tough. Let's look and see. That's an interesting note to just be left at the apartment. Not sure how I feel about that one. You are not being followed. Let's see here. Let's maybe look in his safe. Is there anything of interest? Sync disk vial, an upgrade. Let's look at his address book. Who do you know? Maybe somebody on this list. Aline, Jalissa, Haley, Angie. Does one of them live perhaps at Tanner Heights? Oh, is it perhaps Torres Heights? Can I just not read their handwriting? Eric lives there. Ooh, and that's the only person that you know. So their address book is made up of their friends, the people they know. That is the only person you know who lives at Torres Heights. This random Eric fellow. He lives at 203. That's... Well, that's not good. I think I might have activated some sort of security system. I think we're gonna get out of here at this point, because that is not friendly, and that alarm beeping is very loud. Okay, well, that security system seems to have shut off for now, thank goodness, because that was very annoying. We're gonna head out of there. I don't think we need to mess with their security system anymore, or maybe get damaged anymore, because I think we have a couple of leads. This Eric fellow who lives at that same building where the... Hi? I'm gonna walk past you? We might have a bit of a lead that we can track down, but in the meantime, let's get out of here because we've triggered the security system and they don't want us here. And I think I've walked into the basement, so maybe we actually go to the ground floor and get out of here. Wait, before we head over to 203 Torres Heights, I think there is something that I missed. It's been a while. I'm a beginner detective. I don't really know what I'm doing. I forgot to use a fingerprint scanner on this ransom note. We need to know what fingers touch this note. We have a couple hours left. I think we head back really quick to 1401 Joiner View. And we scan the ransom note really quick. And that's dangerous because we are going to trigger that security system. But I think we need to do it. I think it's really important. It's going to help us provide a definite lead onto who the kidnapper is. So let's try to do that really quick. Okay, we're back at his house. Hopefully we don't trigger any alarms this time. We're gonna do our best, but no promises. Because the ransom note just happens to be kind of in the range where a laser can hit us. Let's go ahead and take out that print scanner really quick. And when these lasers go away, we're gonna do our best to scan very quickly. Finger type B. That's important. Okay, with that in mind, because fingerprint type B is different from Do-Young's. He is type A. So there is somebody who has touched this. And while we're at it, let's go ahead and scan the door, I feel, just in case. Maybe they touched the door as well. No, Do-Young. Doesn't seem to be anybody else. But fingerprint type B is a definite connection to whoever committed this crime. And now that we have this information on a fingerprint that we can actually connect to the crime, I wonder if it is just quicker to go into the government database again. Usually I love going to people's houses. Okay, that sounds a little weird. I love exploring potential criminals and finding out like what they have in their rooms and stuff, tracking them down that way. But since we are on a time limit, 4 or 5-ish hours, we need to figure out what Eric's fingerprints are immediately. I think we're just going to go into the government database and try to figure out if we can track him down that way. So let's go here, use the computer, see if we can find an Eric fellow, probably this one. Fingerprint type B. We have our kidnapper. It was Eric. And just to confirm, let's put in your full name here, get rid of this link that we got from the address book. We have Eric Aravalo is our kidnapper. So let's go ahead and try to resolve this. What is the full name of the kidnapper? Eric Arvello. Kidnap him. Where is his den located is an interesting question. Because we know what his house is. But what does den mean? I'm not sure. I wonder if we can actually find Do Run out there somewhere. Um, it's very different from a murder case. In a murder case, you just have a dead body. Is Do Yun actually tied up somewhere in this guy's house, in this guy's basement? Something else? First things first, we go to 203 Torres Heights. We track him down. If Eric is there, we arrest him, and I think we complete the mission there, because that would save Do Yun's life. I assume that the police can track him down if he is not at the house. Um, I don't know if we as a detective need to find Do Yun. Though, we might try. I don't really know how these kidnapping cases work. We'll give it a shot and see if it's possible. But first things first, find his house, see if Eric is there, kidnap him, see if Do Yun's there. If he's not, check the basement, something else. Let's go do it. Okay, we are in Torres Heights, and I'm kind of concerned. This kidnapper could have a gun. He could have any number of stuff to try to keep us away. There is no guarantee that he's at his house, though. He could be out at a job, out at work, out kidnapping somebody else. Maybe he's at some sort of den. That would be tragic if he was in hiding somewhere. First things first, there are footprints leading up to your door, which is interesting. It makes me wonder if maybe you've been here recently. Can we see how recent these tracks are? No. You can see they're from a heel, size 15. The door is locked. Let's knock. No response. In that case, there are a number of video cameras around here, which is particularly annoying, but is it really a crime to break into a kidnapper's house? Let's find out. Okay. He is not here. I don't know if I should be happy or concerned. Why does he have a metal bucket and tape laying out? That is so weird. Let's look in your files. Probably nothing particularly useful, but we might as well check. He's been to the opticians, his tenancy agreements, bank statements. Not good bank statements might be a reason why he's gone to kidnapping. Because that kind of money would perhaps save him. Oh! This is interesting. He does have a partner who lives here. We need to keep that in mind. We also have a computer here that hopefully we can find a code to somewhere. Oh! Well, this is an interesting note that we just found. Eric, about your question the other day, I happen to know that Moreno Grange is currently vacant. Check under the mat for the key. You didn't hear it from me. V. Okay. There is a number of interesting things here. Number one, Moreno Grange is probably his den, perhaps, where he is keeping Do Yun. Because he can't really keep it in his house if his partner's here, unless his partner is also in on it. There's also some other mysterious person named V here, who is involved in this somehow. Let's do a print scan on this. I'm just kind of curious if any of his prints are on this note. Not that I can figure out. There's a Type C. This Type C is probably his partner's. Because it's just on the cabinet itself, on this drawer here. Not really what we're after. There's also some lipstick. But what I really want... What is this? Is this a note of any interest? Dear Mr. Indigo, I'm a huge fan of your book, How I Ascended Changed My Life, and you see that no one is going to help me but me. I found a way to take crowns from others like you. Once I've got enough, I'm applying for your Indigo book camp. I've got the hunger and the skills to make it, I swear. Whoa, this is terrifying for a number of reasons. It looks like Eric is a fan of this author who maybe writes crime books, writes self-help books, writes who knows. But Eric wants to be an author, but to do it, he's gone to kidnapping people in order to finance his life and maybe go to this book camp. Is it relevant to figuring out this crime and rescuing the victim? No, but that is an interesting look at the kidnapper and his life. Wow, maybe his motive. Notes. He makes who I works at Moon Force Division, salary should cough up. Ooh, this is notes on his victim, also of interest. An insulin injector, a syringe. Ooh, perhaps. I don't know what that could be there. So we need this guy's passcode. Ooh, what's this note right here? Can I... There we go. S, remember your passcode this time. 8370. I assume that that is for 8370. Yes, for his partner. I mean, we'll take a look at your stuff really quick, just in case it's important. I need a favor. Looks like work-related stuff. Eden is dead. Nothing too interesting. I think Eric is seeing someone else. I don't know what to do because he's been away from the apartment so much at this den that he has. He's kidnapping. His partner thinks he's seeing somebody else. Oh my gosh, this guy lives such a fascinating life. Other notes here. I think we need to try to track down his den. I think that needs to be our next priority. We called today at 4, but you weren't in. Don't worry, our enforced entrance team will call again tomorrow. Wishing you a lucrative day. Debt fetch. This guy's in debt. Wow, I love this story. This is all procedurally generated, but feels so put together. This kidnapper has a story behind him that I feel like we're figuring out from these notes. But in order to solve this, I think we need to head to Moreno Grange, commercial tower in New Bootleg. And that, I assume, will be his den. If it's a commercial tower, though, are there multiple rooms inside of it? Do I need to track down which one he's hiding out in? Oh gosh, I hope we can do this quick enough. Okay, I think it's some of these rooms right here. The time is 11:41 Monday. We need to rescue Do-Yun by 3:45. This is the ground floor Moreno Grange. Lost items, nothing of particular interest. Now, how big is this? How many floors is perhaps a good question. I don't know. Is there a particular room that is vacant inside of it? Let's check the elevator, how many floors? Oh my goodness. Okay, not very many. I am going to take a wild guess here and guess if there is a vacancy, it is perhaps in the basement. And let's check the basement rooms. There is a security system in here. It looks to be empty. A vacant address. Also seemingly empty. Okay. There's a couple more. Whoa, why did you just... Hey, who are you? What's your name? Mind your own business. Hey, I'm a detective. I'm trying to figure out a kidnapping here. Have you seen anything unusual? No, don't think so. What about you? What is, by the way, what does Eric look like? Okay, just making sure that none of these people are Eric. What's your name? None of your business. Guys, you can be a little helpful. Have you seen anything unusual? Can't say I have. Come on, surely somebody must have seen some... This one's locked. That's interesting. This one's a company of some sorts. Okay. Vacant address. There's a man tied up inside. Where's the kidnapper? Do-Yun. How do I rescue you? Release. Sound the alarm. Well, yeah, sound the alarm, but first and foremost. Where is your... Okay, I'm glad you sounded the alarm. However, I need to figure out... There's a skull here. Oh my god, there's scissors, a hammer. Apparently I equipped a paint bucket. I don't really need that. Thank you, though. Toss that on the ground. There's a skull that is exceptionally creepy. But we need to figure out where your kidnapper is at. Where is he hiding? Maybe I should have talked to Debian a little more. I didn't see any options that seemed particularly interesting. There's also vodka here. Handcuffs. I actually will grab the handcuffs. What if I handcuff him with his own handcuffs? I feel like that's particularly noteworthy. Buy torches, knives. Oh my goodness. Calendar? Is anything of interest here? I don't know. Oh, where is your kidnapper at? Where did he go? Where is he hiding? I'm glad that Do-Yun is now safe. Hello, sir. Why are you running? Why are you running? Come back here. Come back here. What the? Do-Yun. Have you seen or heard anything unusual? I did see somebody suspicious. Okay, who was it? Just curious. They had short blonde hair. Okay, I saw them today at Fake and Address 1 Moreno Grange around 9:30 a.m. So they were there at 9:30. Look, they were in a foul mood. Okay, I'm glad you were kidnapped, and this is all you have to say about it. I'm not telling you. Okay, well, I think we figured it out. We know who the kidnapper is. We've rescued Do-Yun. Now we just need to find Eric. Where is he at? We know he works. Do we know where he works? Workplace, Candy Street Grill as a waitstaff. I think first and foremost we look at Candy Street Grill. Maybe they are over there just at their workplace. If so, we're gonna have to arrest them at their workplace. Also, we can go ahead and fill out vacant address 1 Moreno Grange is where we were just at. We can go ahead and fill out the den was there. And now the only thing we have left to do to resolve this case is arrest Eric himself. So let's see if we can do that. And our journey takes us back to the diner that we started the episode at. Is Eric here? I'm gonna just talk to you really quick. Do you know this person? Have you seen Eric? I saw them today at Con Street around 10 a.m. Okay. They were nearby Kennedy Street. Just looking around, headed Kennedy Street. Okay, thank you. I don't know if that's particularly useful. Is Eric here? Hello, you know this person, Eric. I work with them. That's Eric Aravallo. Suffers from diabetes. Okay, not the most relevant. Saw them somewhere around Kennedy Street Grill. Okay, that's where we're at. Is this Eric? I don't think so. We would recognize him. We know his photo. He looks like this. That's not Eric. Where the heck is Eric then? You. Do you know Eric? Saw them somewhere on Candy Street Grill. Okay, that's where we're at. What time? Give me something a little more to go off of. Maybe we head back to Eric's house really quick, see if maybe he stopped by his home? Maybe we just keep doing loops of his house, his workplace, and his den, see if we can find him somewhere? Maybe ask his neighbors if they've seen him around? Hello, who are you? Do you know this person? I saw them today at Luna Boulevard around 11:45 a.m. Okay, that's a little more recent. They were nearby Evans Pathway. Headed Torres Heights, ground floor lobby. That's concerning. That was about an hour ago. Okay. Do you know this? None of your business. Well, fair enough. Let's check out 203 Heights. Is he? Oh, is this your partner? Is your partner? Hey, hey, hey! Do you know this person? Eric, where is he right now? That's my partner, Eric Aravallo. They're working at Candy Street Grill. Not right now, they're not. We're cohabiting right now. Yeah, well, I kind of figured that part out. I was in your room. That was chilling. He walked past right as she said, they're here right now. Can I come in and take a look around? As if I'd let someone like you in. I need to arrest your partner. Please let me in. Please let me in. Do you still think about me? Are they arguing about the cheating right now? I won't if you keep asking. What am I listening to? Eric, open the door. I'm gonna save you from this. Not save you from this. You haven't been cheating. I know that. You've been kidnapping instead. Eric. I'm not arresting you on suspicion of murder. It's kidnapping. I have nothing to say to you. How are you doing, Eric? I'm all right. I know the truth, Eric. You're in debt. You're suffering from diabetes. I know everything about you, Eric. You have kidnapped somebody. You hope to become an author one day, and you think the best way to do that is to kidnap somebody. I'm looking you in the eyes, Eric, and I want you to know that everything that you have done, I am aware of. You know these handcuffs? I got them from your little kidnapping den. I'm handcuffing you. You think this is going to stop me? Yes, I think it is. Hey, don't shut the fucking door on me! Hey! I'm talking to your partner here. Can I get you to admit to anything? What if I say I'm arresting you on suspicion of murder? You'll never make it stick. Well, it's not murder, it is kidnapping, so... Oh, where is your den? I can straight up just ask him. In the gutter, like the rest of the city, at Moreno Grange. As interesting that he admits to it. Why did you commit murder? It wasn't murder, again, it was kidnapping, but... Gotta make crows somehow. He's after his credits, that sweet, sweet money. But I know it's so that he can become an author. Wow, what a crazy story. We have the full name of the kidnapper, Eric Aravello. We've arrested him. We know where his den is. We've saved Do Yun's life. Plot route to Handon. Let's head back to City Hall, hand this case in, make sure that everything's correct. I'm pretty sure it is at this point. What a fascinating case. I love how a game like this, which is procedurally generated, and I haven't dealt with other kidnappings, so maybe they're not all as unique as this one, as in-depth as this one, but I love how it's created both this story and this interesting scenario where we have to go throughout the city, do everything to try to figure out who the victim is, where the victim is, what happened to them, figure out the den, figure out their location, figure out the kidnapper, track him down, arrest him as well. It said we didn't arrest the kidnapper. Pretty sure we did just there. I'm gonna chart that to a bug. There are a few bugs like the hair incident. I guess that arrest didn't count. We did arrest him. But look at that. We got a ton of our own crowns for it. Our own crows, our own credits. Maybe instead of kidnapping, you should become a detective. Just saying, it pays pretty well. But look at that. One kidnapping successfully done. And look at this nice little chart that we have right here. That is beautiful. But I think that's where we're going to end this episode today. Cold January day outside, and look at this. We've completed kidnapping. Well, completed solving a kidnapping. You know what I mean. But that's it for now. Thank you for joining me on this little detective work. I will see you next time. Make sure, if you like this, like the video, subscribe. I'll catch you next time.